And that really makes my purpose clearer and more meaningful every day for me. So for me, it's not about having this one thing that I, aim towards, but it's about that ability to every day look at opening my heart and genuinely and continuously expanding my capacity for compassion and connection, because I think that's what the world needs more of in this moment. And when I look back on, I suppose, my journey, a couple of times I've gone for that external success, and I've got there and I've felt empty and I've felt numb and I've burnt out on the way. And that's where I've really realized that there is a better way, in a sense, of living with purpose. And that's what it genuinely means for me now.
Mm, definitely. I like that part of about humanity and connections. And so many people around us could say so many of us, but however, you and I have made a stance to live with more awareness,
Mm.
purpose, and deliver it. But so many people feel just in that rut of going without thinking, without that awareness. And when you
Yeah.
talk about humanity, alignment, connection, the purpose and what does that mean to you, and being connected to everything and everyone from your heart center,
Mm.
that is wonderful to hear. And I am so pleased that you are spreading this message more and more within your work, your podcast, and your interactions daily with your clients. So that's wonderful to
Mm.
hear.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful. And I've seen the difference that it's made to me when I've been living with purpose in this way. It, completely changes my sense of wellness. Because really, if we don't have our wellness, then what do we have? We can't achieve the things that we want to achieve, and we can't make the difference that we're here to be able to make. So, I've seen the benefit from my through my own eyes.
That's great. I wanted to ask you, what is the role of self-awareness in shaping meaningful and a sustainable vision?
Well, I think self-awareness is everything, because if we don't have self-awareness, like you said, that's when we start to live in that rut. And I've been there plenty of times where we're going through the motions, and we're doing what needs to be done, but we're doing it in a way that has no purpose, has no joy, has no sense of fulfillment. And self-awareness for me, if I reflect back on recently, it's really given me that clarity on my dreams, what's really important to me, those dreams that are really important to me, and those ideas that genuinely resonate for me at the deepest level of my being. Um, and really being able to dig deeper on those, because I think if we don't take that time to stop, and that was what that time was for me. Like, I've always said we need to slow down to go faster, and intellectually I've known that, but after really going through that time, I've really been able to embody that. And a big part of that was that self-awareness, that ability to be able to be like a fly on the wall, if you like, and to be able to observe
Mm,
myself and observe those patterns without any attachment, but just with passion, like compassion and true
mm,
kindness and self-love for myself, and then dig deeper on those, and start to do lots of journaling around that. And that was where I was really able to, I suppose, dig deeper on my purpose and understand more about that. And I think to me, yeah, self-awareness is absolutely key to be able to create transformation or create change, because without that, then we can't. We just keep living those same, patterns over and over again.
I enjoy listening to this as, when I met you, you were also helping leaders
Mm,
or more self-aware throughout the Emotional Capital Report, and it's a tool that I feel passionate about. But I like when you talk about that self-compassion and that self-awareness that brings you to prioritize your purpose, your getting more joy out of
mm,
life. And
yeah.
it's we there is not many of us that reach that point that requires a constant it's like carrying a post-it note here in front of my glasses to remind me
Mm,
self-awareness, be aware, totally present, and that compassion of being human. That's what I have discovered in my journey, and I can hear that when you mention self-awareness is everything. I can identify with what you're saying.
mm. Yeah, absolutely. And, for me, it was that ability. I think self-awareness is that ability to help us recognize, how our internal emotions and our thoughts and our patterns influence our external, success and personal fulfillment. So, it's only through taking time to slow down and really go within, because, the way I look at it is that my external is a reflection into what's happening internally.
Mhm.
So when things aren't working out there, it's like that ability to slow down and go within, and really explore those internal emotions and those thoughts and patterns. But we have to do that with, with that compassion and that self kindness and self love, to yeah, to be kind and gentle, because we are human.
Definitely.
So
It's
it's
it's that part of being human. I wanted to ask you, Deidre, how do you help people break free from pre-programmed ideals and step into
mm,
their true selves? Please
mm.
share with us.
I love this question so much, because, this has been such a journey from, that I've been on, and it's a deep question, and it's a big, big question.
Hmm.
Um,
I love
and
those big questions.